name of the Lord Jesus Christ, we greet you and we thank you for being a part of another edition of the Josh and Ashley Show. We're your hosts, Josh and Ashley Franks. We make our home in a little place called Savannah, Tennessee. We're located on the banks of the Tennessee River, catfish capital of the world.
That's right.
And we pastor one of the greatest churches in the world.
That's what we say.
People's Tabernacle Church on Airways Boulevard. And if you want to learn more about the church, Josh and Ashley Franks, what's happening in our lives, you can go to our website and visit at
joshandashleyfranks.com.
www.joshandashleyfranks.com. So click on that World Wide Web link there. Check it all out. And there's sure to be something there that you can find that you don't know or you want to know. Of course, merchandise, product, CDs, DVDs, books, you name it. It's all there. T-shirts. Everything you want to purchase that can be a blessing to you. You know, that's the reason we do that. It can be a great blessing to you. So I hope that you'll take advantage of that and go get some of our music and order that and let it come to your home so that it can be a blessing to you at all times. Not just weekly right here on this network, but at all times. Well, let's sing for the folks, okay? Yeah. Here's a grand old song of the church. You're going to like this one. I found a friend in Jesus. He's everything to me. He's the fairest star, 10,000 to my soul. He's the lily of the valley. In Him alone I see all I need to cleanse and make me fully whole. In sorrow He's my comfort, in trouble He's my stay. He tells me every care on Him to roll. The lily of the valley, the bright and morning star. He's the fairest of 10,000 to my soul. Yes, He is. He said He'd never, never leave me, nor yet forsake me here, but I must live by faith and do His blessed will. Oh, all afar about me, I've nothing now to fear. With His manna He my hungry soul shall to glory, to see His blessed face, where rivers of delight shall ever roll. He's the lily of the valley, the bright and morning star. He's the fairest of 10,000 to my soul. Yes, He is. And in sorrow He's my comfort, in trouble He's my stay. He tells me every care on Him to roll. He's the lily of the valley, the bright and morning star. He's the fairest of 10,000 to my soul. Yes, He is. He's the lily of the valley. another one of them right here.
Oh, what a shout will rise across the vaulted skies when Jesus comes in the clouds. We'll leave all pain and care and endless glory share when Jesus comes in the clouds. When Jesus comes in glory bright, we'll leave the lonely shades at night. All sorrow will be past, eternal joy at last. When Jesus comes in the cloud.
Oh, he's coming back on a silver cloud from glory. He's coming soon, friends. Keep looking up.
With all the saints of old, we'll tread the streets of gold when Jesus comes in the clouds. There'll be no more goodbyes, no tears will dim our eyes when Jesus comes in the cloud. When Jesus comes in glory bright, we'll leave the lonely shades at night. All sorrow will be past, eternal joy at last. When Jesus comes in the clouds.
Oh, that great getting up morning. What a glorious day it's gonna be. Sing it one more time.
When Jesus comes in glory bright, we'll leave the lonely shades at night. All sorrow will be past, eternal joy at last. When Jesus comes in the clouds. 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 In the clouds.
Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Josh and Asher Show. We have some very special guests
We
with
do.
us today, and we are honored that they're here. You know, they have a very busy schedule and life. You know, they got their hands into everything.
Right.
And so, from songwriting to singing to board of directors at NQC, I mean, you name it, they're doing it. And so, we're glad today. Tell everybody who our special guest is.
Our special guest today is none other than
The award-winning.
Melissa and Jim.
Oh,
Brady.
I see how that goes.
See how she did that.
You knew I was going to do that.
We need to start over with this. Jim and Melissa Brady. Let me do this.
How many times did she say Ashley and Josh?
Well, you know, that's what she wanted it to be.
I appreciate it when
But
people
it
do
just
that.
didn't flow like that. See, Melissa and Jim does not flow.
As well.
But Jim and Melissa, it
Depends on
flows.
who you're asking.
But hey, as long as she's happy, I'm happy. So we're good to go.
Happy wife, happy life.
You got that right.
Hey,
You've learned
thanks
that.
for being on.
It's an honor. We're glad to be
We're
here.
glad y'all are here.
It's awesome.
So what's been happening? I mean,
Well-
I know everybody's kind of been, but things are getting better, right?
Things are getting better, and they're picking back up. You
Yeah.
know, after being home, we've never been home so much in all of our life because we usually are on the road 48 weekends out of the year.
Yep.
And when everything's shut down, we found ourselves home. You know, and I have never.
Was you ready to kill him?
No.
We actually
He was probably ready to kill me.
we're actually a married couple that likes to be together.
Yeah.
But we have never, and
Take lessons.
all of our life, we've never unpacked a suitcase.
Wow.
And so I'm always just repacking a suitcase.
Yeah.
So we actually unpacked a suitcase. We've been home, but things are picking up now. We're getting
That's
back
great.
out on the road,
That's
and we're excited about that. I mean, we've been in this recording studio. We've been writing songs for a new project,
Yeah.
recording a new project, and so you know we're usually on the road and recording in between. And so since we've been home, we've tried to take that time to record.
That's great.
So all is well.
And both of y'all came from musical families, raised in a Christian home. And so tell us a little bit, start from the beginning and kind of go through.
Yeah.
Tell us about that raising and how you were brought in and how you met. How long y'all been married? You know, all that
Oh
good
yeah,
jazz.
well,
We want to know it all.
We both, Melissa and I both grew up in Christian homes. Our dads are both preachers.
Yeah.
And that's how we met. Our dads were preaching at these camp meetings and Jubilee meetings and
PKs.
and
Yep.
PKs. Yep.
PKs.
And that's how we met. We were 12 years old when we first
Yeah.
met. And
Wow.
We were just friends.
Absolutely, we were just friends.
I see.
We began writing letters, you know, at 12 years old, and then when we got 22, 23 years old, we kind of met up at another camp meeting, Jubilee.
It reminded me, the other day I picked up my little boy Eli. You know, they're preachers' kids.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I picked him up from school the other day and I said, well, did you have a good day at school? And he kind of looked at me. He said, well, I got in trouble. I said, you got in trouble? I said, why? He said, well, I was writing a letter to my girlfriend. He's 7 years old.
old.
He's 7 years old. I said,
love it.
son, you'd be putting those letters up and paying attention.
Well, he's starting early.
Y'all were 12.
I was 12 when I
See
first
the
started.
generation we're living in now.
But we got together again at another camp meeting. We were in our 20s at this point, and we started dating, and dated just for what, 4 or 5 months, 6 months,
6 or 7.
and then got married. We just knew it was right.
Wow.
Her dad was a preacher, mine was a preacher, and so we already knew what we wanted to do with our lives. We were traveling with our families,
Yeah.
and so when we got married, we just got off one RV and got into another.
So she begged you to marry her, and
Absolutely,
you gave in.
she kept
That's
begging,
the story.
and I finally gave in.
Yeah, I feel you. I know how that is.
Josh tells the same
So
story.
now you tell your side of the story.
It might be a little different.
So we were scheduled, our families were both scheduled to sing at this conference. And my mom, dad, and I, all three got food poisoning or something. This was when we were in our 20s. And long story short, I got well quicker than my parents did. And the pastor said, oh, I'll fly you in. You just go ahead and come in and sing.
That's right.
And so there I was at this conference by myself singing as a soloist.
Ooh, that's all I could
He
say.
was there.
That was it.
And I got really giggly and crazy stuff. And he goes, stop laughing at me. And I go, I'm not laughing at you. And I couldn't say, I like you. I couldn't anything. But I called my dad and I said, he's the one. And I couldn't explain it, but
How
I
about
just
that?
knew.
You know, our friend Pastor Bill Bailey
Oh, yeah.
has given you guys a new name in gospel music. He's calling them the gospel music sweethearts.
Well,
Love it.
Now, it's precious,
love
isn't it?
how nice of him.
Yeah. So how many years y'all been married?
Most days we're sweethearts. No, I'm kidding.
28 years.
28 years.
And,
That's
yeah,
amazing.
absolutely.
So,
Seems impossible.
so well, we can all start doing the math. I mean, you.
I'm only 29. I don't know
Well,
how
that's
that
what I'm
happened.
trying to figure out here.
Oh, we're older than
I've
we
been
look.
29
We're older
for a
than
few
we
years myself.
Amen, sister.
Well, that's awesome. And so you're traveling, singing.
Yes.
Yeah.
As you know, for many years you were with the Booth brothers. You were with your families.
Right.
And you were with the Booth brothers. Kind of left her at home for a
Right.
while, all alone.
I missed him.
And so you came back home.
Mm-hmm.
You got fired from the Booth brothers, and you came back home. No, I'm kidding. And
Michael
Almost
Booth
all-
just says he got out of the will of God. That's what Michael says.
Almost 13 years with those guys.
Yeah.
And so we've been able to experience both sides of that. We've been together 24 hours a day and worked together, ministered together, and then we've been apart, and now we're back
Yeah.
together. I always say we got our marriage back together.
That's
Here we are.
awesome. That's
Left the Booth brothers, got our
and
marriage
then,
back
and then
together.
you're part of the National Quartet Convention on the board of
Absolutely.
directors
Yeah.
there. And what a grand event.
Oh,
It's
my
the
Lord.
largest gospel music event,
It is.
and it's the best. I'll say it's the best.
It is. I mean, I remember going as a kid.
Me
I
too.
loved walking
Me
around
too.
there. In fact, we went one time talking about us dating, and she was always first, and she was just wonderful. I didn't realize I did this, but I loved the music so much. I took her on a date to the Quartet Convention, and at the end of the night, she said, hey, it's nice to see you. She didn't see me all night.
We still have that
Listen,
now, don't we?
when any event of that nature starts, like on the first day, I'm like, if it's Monday through Friday,
Yeah.
it's Monday, I'm like, I'll see you Friday.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
that's
Well,
it.
I
Just
love
like
the
that.
music that much, and
Me
so
too.
convention has always been a part of my life,
Yes.
even as a kid. And to get to be there now, to sing there, and
It's
to work
awesome.
with the board, it's just an amazing thing. And to have you, I mean, you have the gift of gab. Now, people know that.
Amen.
People know that. If they know Josh, they know you have the gift of
We're
gab.
getting this show completely out of order here.
That's the truth.
Hey, they've sang on the main stage at the National Quartet Convention, but today they're going to sing on the Josh and Ashley
Oh, yeah.
show.
Yeah.
We want you guys to sing for us. Will you do that?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do
Absolutely.
it. Jim and Melissa Brady, ladies and gentlemen, to sing for you now. Give them a great big hand, all right?
My load is much lighter, my pathway is bright these days. Because of salvation, there's no condemnation like the old days. When I finally let go of what I was holding on to, everything fell into place. Now I'm living in the rhythm of grace. That grace is yours for the asking. Can you believe it? Why fight the rhythm? Drop what you've got and receive it. receive it. When I finally let go of what I was holding on to, everything fell into place. Now I'm living in the rhythm of grace. My load is much lighter, my pathway is brighter these days. Because of salvation, there's no condemnation like the old days. When I finally let go of what I was holding on to, everything fell into place. Now I'm living in the rhythm of grace. Rhythm of grace. My load is much lighter, my pathway is brighter these days. Because of amazing grace. When I finally let go of what I was holding on to, everything fell into place. Now I'm living in the rhythm of grace. When I finally let go of what I had held on to, everything fell into place. Now I'm living in the rhythm of grace. Now I'm living in the rhythm of
Well, here's some good news. We all need a little good news. Here's some good news for you.
When this world all around me is in turmoil, I have a shelter in which to hide. In the middle of a raging storm, I can rest in peace, for the Lord is standing faithful by my side. I have an anchor that holds when the storms of life are raging. I have an everlasting arm to lean upon. I have a firm foundation that is strong and steady. His name is Jesus, the rock I'm standing on.
Oh, a mighty fortress in the time of danger. Safely in his refuge I'll abide. When troubles come crashing in like a rolling sea, he's faithfully holding back the tide. I have an anchor that holds when the storms of life are raging. I have an everlasting arm to lean upon. I have a firm foundation that is strong and steady. His name is Jesus, the rock I'm standing on. I have an anchor that holds when the storms of life are raging. I have an everlasting arm to lean upon. I have a firm foundation that is strong and steady. His name is Jesus, the rock I'm standing on. I have an anchor that holds when the storms of life are raging. I have an everlasting arm to lean upon. Oh, I have a firm foundation that is strong and steady. His name is Jesus, the rock I'm standing on. His name is Jesus, the rock I'm standing on. I have an anchor that holds when the storms of life are raging. I have an everlasting arm to lean upon.
We've had a great show today with our
Yes.
friends Jim and Melissa Brady. Gospel music sweethearts. What do you think about that? Isn't that
think
precious?
it's accurate.
I think it is too. Thank you guys for coming
Our
and
honor.
being a part. It's been a joy to have you. I hope you'll come back and do it again. wouldn't you?
Anytime.
Yeah, that's what I can. Tell the folks if they want to order your merchandise, your product, that kind of stuff, where can they find that at?
You can find us 24 hours a day at jimandmelissabrady.com. Spell out the A&D, jimandmelissabrady.com. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff.
It's all there.
We're there. We're easy to find.
And the National Quartet Convention's coming up later this fall.
Can't wait.
The last full week of September rolls over into October. Lots of fun. We're going to have a good time
Always
there.
the highlight of my year.
Where can they find that information at?
At nationalquartetconvention.com. Actually
Perfect.
find that. And you can also come to our website. We link to the National Quartet Convention.
Good.
Tickets are available at their site. And it's just an extraordinary week.
It is.
Absolutely
It's one of the
wonderful.
best.
It is.
If you will love gospel music, you need to make plans to attend.
Hey, Josh and I met at NQC.
Yes, we did.
We did,
Absolutely.
too.
13 years
Did you
ago.
really?
It's actually been a little longer than that.
Well, that's what I said.
2006.
14 years
Here's
ago.
this one story.
Smart man.
Hey, speaking of smart people, you guys are wonderful songwriters. Not only wonderful singers, but they're incredible songwriters.
Thank you.
And one of our mutual friends that we love so dearly,
Yeah.
Aaron Wilburn, who was on the Josh Nashville show just last fall.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was here with us just months before his passing. And he came on here and he sang one of the greatest songs that he ever penned, That Sounds Like Home to Me.
My
And
favorite.
today you're going to do a special tribute to Aaron. You're going to sing that song for us.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that today.
Our honor.
What an incredible song. And it really speaks of how we feel in our hearts. You know, we've lost a lot of people during the pandemic, but the sounds of heaven are getting sweeter all the time. And our friend Aaron Wilburn is there waiting, and I'm sure by now he's already told a couple of jokes to the Lord.
You know he has.
And no telling what's happening. But we're looking forward to the day that we can reunite with our friend Aaron Wilburn. And you know what? This is just a little taste, I believe, of what heaven's going to be like. A whole lot of fun, a lot of happiness, and a lot of joyful. That sounds like home to me. Jim and Melissa Brady.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Somewhere just across the Jordan River, there's a place of everlasting joy and peace, where the stream of life is flowing there forever. And a crown of life is waiting there for me. That sounds like home to me, right where I want to be. There'll be no tears to fill our eyes again. The hills will echo with the story as we sing of His grace and glory, where the saints of God will be. That sounds like home to me.
They say there's only joy inside that city, a crystal river flowing by the tree.